Yo, what is going on, you guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video we are going to be discussing what would have happened if Spider-Man survived the snap in Avengers Infinity War. But before we get into that, if you are interested in awesome No Way Home t-shirts and the Blu-rays, you can cop yours in the description down below. Also, if you are new to the channel and enjoy all types of Marvel and Spider-Man content, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more fanfiction content like this and news from the games, the movies and the shows as soon as it comes out on the channel. With that being said, let's get straight into the fanfiction. What if Spider-Man survived the snap in Infinity War? Part 1. This is their last hope. Thor spots the man who killed his brother, his best friend, and half of his people. This is it. All or nothing. The air feels a striking rage as the God of Thunder leaps towards the Mad Titan. Thanos trying to defend from the almighty Stormbreaker, but it's too much, even for him, with all of the Infinity Stones in place. Stormbreaker slices through Thanos' chest, piercing his heart. But just before Thor could watch his great rival slowly die in his arms, the Mad Titan exclaims that he should have aimed for his head, and snaps his fingers. And one by one, half of the Avengers cease to exist. As dread encompasses Wakanda, darkness dooms Titan. They lost, and they can feel it, and one by one, the Avengers disappear. Drax, Quill, Mantis, Doctor Strange, but this time, not Peter Parker. The wall-crawling crime fighter from Queens survives. Scared, upset, confused, the kid turns to Tony Stark, the last standing Avenger, for guidance, for help. Peter's last hope and father figure is the only one left. Although lost and defeated, Tony tells Peter that it's going to be okay. They embrace on the surface as the glazing sun of Titan's solar system sets in the background. Tony, Peter and Nebula make their way to the Guardian's ship. The combined intelligence of the three of them plus Karen and Friday is not enough to help them get back home. There is nothing they can do except wait for a miracle. Food and water gone. Air almost gone. Luckily for Tony, Peter's spider powers allow him to extend his life for a little bit longer. He doesn't have to eat, sleep or drink for extended periods of time that other humans can't, allowing Tony to consume more food and keep him alive. And when all hope seems lost, and when it looks like they might die in outer space, none other than Captain Marvel appears on the scene to save them and take them back to their home. Everything involving the Avengers from now on plays out the same, except Spider-Man is there to witness the tension between Tony and Captain America. The heroes who he once looked up to, the heroes who once fought each other in front of his eyes, fighting once again. He tries to calm the situation by saying they have to stick together until we understand fully what has happened. Both Steve and Tony say to stay out of it as they part ways for the very last time. We follow Peter through his time discovering what has gone down. He returns to a rundown, decrepit New York. Planes crashed, cars in the middle of the street, panic everywhere. Peter swings through the city towards his apartment, on his way, helping people the best he can. He gets to his apartment screaming out for his aunt, but she's nowhere to be seen. This panics him. He goes looking for her until Peter admits the inevitable has happened. Aunt May, practically his mother, has become a victim of Thanos, taken from him. This sends Peter into a patch of darkness. I think this scenario is really interesting for a character like Spider-Man, since we've never really seen him in this sort of position before. Not only is it Aunt May that is deceased, but his friends too. Ned, MJ, Liz, Flash, everyone. Peter, for once in his life, has absolutely no one to turn to, no one to care for, no one to live for. The idea of losing Aunt May was always something that plagued his mind ever since he started this thing, and now he has. He couldn't stop Thanos. Peter makes contact with the Avengers and says there must be a way to get everyone back. There has to be. But the Avengers admit defeat. There is no way. They lost. Until they get a radiation signal. A massive energy force has been used halfway across the galaxy, in which the Avengers, led by Cap, go and try and get the stones back. Peter goes with them on this mission. Once in contact, Peter loses it, holding Thanos by his neck, saying he took his Aunt May from him and he's going to pay. They ask where the stones are, and Thanos says that he destroyed them. They were too powerful, even for him. He made sure they were destroyed for good, to avoid temptation of the stones once again. His purpose was fulfilled. And now, with a sudden blow, the man who once didn't go for the head, did. And Thanos' head slides in one quick swoop from his neck. Thor did it. he went for the head. And then Peter Parker, the character that we're following, returns home with no hope. And therefore, for the next few years, Peter will almost become a Ronin-type character, but one that story goes from being in grievance from losing his aunt to one that learns to be more hopeful. In the 5-year time jump, Peter will have gone from a bitter, rageful, revenge-filled boy who wants vengeance for his aunt and his friends to a man who just wants to help people who are left. Because he knows and comes to learn that being Spider-Man is what his aunt would have wanted him to be. He would have wanted to be the hopeful hero who helped the people that were left, similar to how Aunt May helped the people of Feast. Peter will go through the city making it a better place, helping people where he can. There will be a crime organization on the rise during the blip that thinks they can take advantage of the dusting. This organization is led by crime boss Tombstone, someone who was a little lower than the Kingpin in the crime boss world. However, since the dusting and the disappearance of Kingpin, Tombstone now takes the reins as the new big man of crime in New York. The 5-year time gap will see Spider-Man face off against Tombstone in a feat to keep the city standing in the best way possible. Spider-Man becomes the new hope for New York. He will become the icon of the city. It is also revealed that Tombstone also lost his daughter in the snap, revealing something that Spider-Man and himself relate over, creating an interesting hero and villain dynamic that will play out throughout the 5 years. Other than this, Spider-Man helps the public with counseling and public service, trying to clean up the city as well. After the events of Infinity War, he hasn't seen much of Tony Stark since his daughter was born, but a few years later when Tony gets a call from Cap that he may have a way to get the Infinity Stones back after Scott Lang appeared, Tony calls on Peter to reunite. We will get a nice scene where the two meet back up with each other for the first time in a long time. It's a happy scene. Tony is really proud of the person Peter has become. We skip forward in the story slightly as Tony discovers time travel, as it's almost time for them to retrieve the Infinity Stones. The Avengers are reunited with each other, and Spider-Man, now 22 years old, a hero, an icon, a veteran of New York City, is now more experienced than ever. That is it for part 1 to What If Spider-Man Survived the Snap. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure to let me know by leaving a like, and also comment down below if you enjoy these type of fanfiction videos. And also make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more fanfiction type videos as soon as they come out on the channel, and so you do not miss part 2 when that comes out as well. I also post all types of Spider-Man and Marvel news and updates from the games, the movies, and the shows, so if you want to stay in the loop with all that, then make sure to subscribe as well. If you want awesome No Way Home merch, the t-shirts and the Blu-rays, then make sure to go to the description down below and click the link so you can copy yours today. But with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and peace.